What's up everyone, KG here, and welcome to my interpretation of MrBeast's interpretation of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. So first things first, let's just take a look at the outside of the warehouse and do a little zoom out here. And I think I did pretty good at matching his warehouse. The only thing that was a little bit iffy is this brown smudge over here, which is supposed to be the chocolate bar mural. But I challenge anyone out there watching this to do better, and if you can, please show me it, because I've spent way too long trying to make that actually look like a chocolate bar, and I just could not figure it out. So I think that's the best you can get with the amount of room. But let's not talk about that anymore, and let's take a look inside the building. So as we go through the big metal doors, we got cookie handles. And as we walk in here, come up here a little bit and get a side-by-side shot. I think I did pretty good at matching this as well. Got the chocolate fountain over here. Got a couple doors along this side. Got emeralds on sticks, which is supposed to be the money trees. And a bunch of lollipops. And if we look over here, we got the little bridge. And I mean, this was the best that I could do with trying to make a pink boat with like the, what was that, a seahorse? And this is supposed to be a chocolate river. Obviously they don't have any liquid brown in the game, so I just went with brown wool. But the cool thing is, if you walk up through here, it actually parts like in his the waterfall parts as you go through. You got a bunch of trees with doors on it. We got the pipes up here. These are the best pipes I could do, you know, to try and get the metallic look to it. Other than that, the first thing that they did was hide and seek, so I can't really go over that. But the next thing that they did was the rock wall. So I know with the real warehouse, they probably did a little bit of movie magic, and everything probably wasn't actually connected to this main area, but I tried to make it so that it could, and so I'm trying to make it as real as possible. So if we go over to the first door and we open up the first door and we go through here, the first thing is the rock wall. So if you saw my short video, I added a little bit to it. I added the chains because, you know, safety first. So I added some harnesses on here so you can climb safely. I couldn't find any, there's not really any type of pole that's white that could that was a little any smaller than that, so this was pretty much the best I could come with for the belaying system. But I think it turned out pretty good. I think that's a pretty good rock wall. And then obviously I just used buttons for the stones. So after the rock wall, the next thing that they did was they ate the giant chocolate bars. So if we go through and go back into the main area, and we go down over here and go across the bridge, and we hang right over here and we go through this doorway. We walk into the eating room. So I have in here, obviously Feastables isn't up on the wall, but I have the brown as if it's the sign, and then you got the 4 tables. And if you remember in the hide and seek, there was a guy that hid in blue barrels. So this was supposed to be the blue barrels. And then the guy that they caught was in a crate. So there's the crate over there. We got some cement mixers that are just the copper stairs upside down. But I think it turned out pretty good. It gets the point across. And then I just put a banner so it's kind of hiding the other way, because if you look in the video, there are actually 2 entrances into this room, because at the beginning one guy comes through here, but later on MrBeast comes through this way into this room to find the guy. So if we go through this, it actually leads you back to the main area as well. And then after the eating room, they went and did the Coca-Cola bottle. So let's go back outside. We got this giant Coca-Cola bottle. So if we hop up here, if you actually look in the video, there's a guy over here with a lawn chair and an umbrella, so I thought I'd throw that in there as well. And if you go over to this, obviously there aren't any Mentos containers in Minecraft, but if you click this button, it spits out a snowball, which I think looks close enough to a Mentos. And here's your big Coke bottle. And let's go up here, and I'll throw a couple in the air. Hopefully we maybe get one in there. And there you go. You got the you got the little explosion of Coca-Cola. So once they got the Mentos and the Coca-Cola, the next thing they did was the Marshmallow Room. So let's hop back down here and go back into the main area. And let's go and find the Marshmallow Room. So if we actually go through this tree, this will take you right into the Marshmallow Room. And if we take a look at this, you got the 5 little posts in the middle. Couldn't really do little mint candy things, but I think it gets the point across enough. And over here is their little speed dial. Nothing turns in Minecraft Vanilla, but I think it turned out pretty good. So after the Marshmallow Room, they did the find the fake cake test. So if we go back into the main area and we go over into this tree and we pop this door open, this takes you into the cake room. And if we look over here, I could only fit the word cake on the wall instead of cake or not. So I just threw up a sign and put or not on it. You know, it gets the point across. And if we take a step back and we take a look, we got the 3 toilets, and the third one over is a piece of cake. So it is accurate to the YouTube video where the third one was a piece of cake. And then we got the curtains on the side. If you remember, there was a guy that hid behind the curtains at the beginning in the hide and seek challenge. And yeah, that's pretty much the cake room. After the cake room, that's when they did the bake off with Gordon Ramsay. So if we go over here and we go through this last tree, and if we go through the banner, we are in the bake off area. And if you look up here, we got a set of iron armor. If you can kind of guess, that's supposed to represent an Iron Chef, which is supposed to be Gordon Ramsay. I know technically, you can Google it, and I Googled it. He's not technically an Iron Chef, but it's the best representation I could think of a chef at his caliber. So I got the iron armor on the little stage of him watching the people struggle to make a simple dish. But out here we've got the 3 stations. I know I could have used a furnace for the oven, but it just looked weird, so I just went with all white. And then if you look on top, we've got 3 picture frames. We got one of a boat, one of slime, and then one of the dripstone. This dripstone is supposed to be the cone that the guy made. And if we go over here, the guy's was just a big puddle of muck. So I just thought a slime ball was the closest to his creation. And then the guy made the boat that going through the river made out of cake. And that was pretty much it for the competition. So if we make our way back out into the main area, and let's make our way outside. And if we go out here, we got 2 carts out here. And this is supposed to represent the 2 carts that were wheeled up to the winner. And they were filled. These are filled with gold, so it's supposed to represent the $500,000 that the guy won. And I think that's pretty much it. If I missed something, let me know in the comments and I'll do another video and I'll go over it, but I think I hit everything. Otherwise, what did you guys think of this? Was I close? Was it way off? Did I miss something? I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. Otherwise, if you thought this build was cool, please hit that like button. If you want to see more builds like this, please subscribe to my channel. Again, my name is KG, and I'll see you guys next time.